Welcome back in the pursuit of wealth, Tilray traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news and interviews. It's Wednesday, July 23rd. Happy hump day. Hope you're doing well. A lot of people freaking out this morning. We had Tilray up big and then down big. I think it hit 84 cents pre-market USD. And we've seen a rally of 136% off of the all-time lows. We're going to be discussing, is there anything to worry about? Is it time to panic? Is the rally over? I'll take a look at the technicals. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on the price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. Spoiler alert, I don't think there's anything major, any major red flags or anything like that we have to worry about. But as always, this is not financial advice. This is my own thoughts and opinions. It's for entertainment purposes only. Never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. In full transparency, I do own Tilray. It's my largest cannabis portfolio holding. Before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. If you're new, you can subscribe. Take the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And you can also follow us over on X. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward, formerly Twitter. And over 1,000 followers there. Really appreciate all of the support and followers over on X as well as here on YouTube. Really can't express enough how much support I've received over the years and how much it means to me. So thank you very much. Taking a look at Tilray here on the lower level time frame. So we did have some, we had some overbought POW algo alerts that were firing off. Essentially, when you're overbought or oversold on multiple time frames, you get an alert sent off, depending on how you're set up in the Pow Group private community or in email format, or you get both. So essentially, we were given a heads up that we were running a little hot. There was also a couple that went off on CGC as well. And if we take a look at Tilray here, we were heavily overbought on the 15-minute time frame, and we also had some hidden bearish RSI divergence with lower highs and lower lows, and higher lows and higher highs on the price action. Then if you take a look here at the 15-minute EMAs, those were starting to curl. So not only did we have this hidden bearish divergence, we were heavily overbought on multiple time frames. I believe we got micro overbought conditions, which was the 5, 15-minute, and hourly all overbought simultaneously. We had that EMA 12 and 26 bear cross lining up. And then to top it off, we had a high, a low, a lower high, confirmed the 15-minute downtrend and bear flag all in one go, and that gives you your measured move there down to 170, or sorry, just 70. So yeah, we hit 71 was the was the low, and we have a target of 70 cents. So it's entirely possible that we see another leg down. Actually, there's another 15-minute bear flag forming as I'm looking at this right now. So if we do confirm this, we could see another leg down. But again, there's no major red flags here. When something's up, this much in a very short period of time, you need to expect pullbacks. So that's saying we could potentially see 68 cents. But we'll just get rid of some of these lines here on the chart, and we'll go back to the daily time frame. So as I mentioned, this is a daily bull flag. We also confirmed it, and we broke out of it in my last video. I think it was. I mentioned that we had the 4-hour candle close above it, and then we even came back and back tested it. That looked really, really good. We had the symmetrical triangle in the bull flag formation. We closed it outside of it, came back, held it as support, and then I was pretty confident to see that we were going to see continuation. And then today, at the regular trading day high actually was 83 cents. So we came very close to that. 84 cents pretty much opened right around the high of pre-market. But this name has absolutely been flying. We had this inverse head and shoulders as well. We had the weekly falling wedge. And then we had the reverse side of that. We had hidden bullish RSI divergence on the weekly. So we knew to be expecting a big move on the weekly at some point soon. And then sure enough, off of the low there, this thing was up about 136% off of the low. I think I went a little too low there. So yeah, about 136% off of the low. And if you look at the weekly time frame, we have no support on the weekly really, until all-time low. But we have the weekly EMA 12, which is sitting at that yellow line there, which is sitting at 55 cents. So we could easily pull back to, 65, 55 cents and still be healthy. And we still haven't confirmed a weekly uptrend yet either. So when we do form a weekly high or low, that's more than likely going to be a pretty sizable pullback. But on the daily time frame, we haven't even lost the low of yesterday. So a lot of people are freaking out. It's not uncommon to see us pull back 15% after 136% move off of the all-time low there. But with that being said, we're still maintaining this bull flag target. So the target is $1.04, and if you take a look here on the daily, like I said, we haven't lost the low of the previous daily candle. Keep in mind that this is the 8th day in a row where we have been bouncing on the daily time frame, and we haven't lost the low of the previous candle. So the bounce continues, but the more that it continues, the more we're going to expect a daily higher low at some point soon. And we'll know that the higher low is forming once we lose the low of the previous candle. So if we were to lose the low of the day today, tomorrow, then that would be daily consolidation. If we lose the low of yesterday today at 68 cents, then daily consolidation will look for a higher low somewhere around that 63 to 60 cent level. So as I said, no major red flags whatsoever. We have no daily support down to 58 cents. So realistically, as long as we hold 58 cents from here, that's key support. It maintains the daily uptrend, and we will continue to expect higher prices up to around that $4 area, which is our bull flag target. In terms of the weekly time frame, no major red flags here. We had a stochastic, a MACD weekly bull cross, and a close over the 10-week moving average, which is a triple bullish thunder crossover, which you get in the POW algo alerts as well. And we know we have some runway there till right under, it's basically right at 104, the 50 weekly. So I would expect us to be back up around that dollar mark. I think, there's no major red flags. I think we could be there this week, if not next. Taking a look at the daily time frame here, and we have that 200-day moving average at 92 cents as well. So it's going to be a lot of resistance coming up on that 90 to $1 area, right? You're going to have that psychological resistance and also the threshold to regain NASDAQ compliance. Once you get over $1 for 10 consecutive business days, trading days, then they'll regain compliance. They have until September 21st. They could probably get a 6 months extension. So that brings us into March 20th, 2026. So it's got a lot of time, right? And if we just take a look at the rest of the MJ space today, Tilray, CGC, Verano, ACB, Cron, all down on average about 4 to 5%. So it's not a huge red day out there by any means. We did have some green in the market. We have Oxley coming up on key resistance at 17 cents. So this is another name. It seems like we just have some leaders and laggards. You got Curaleaf up over 6% at the moment. So we've just been seeing, not down to the day, the second, the minute, but the sector has been moving quite similarly. And then there seems to be some names, LPs will run. A few of the LP names will run today. A few of them will run tomorrow. Then we get the opposite where some of the US names are running, but they're just playing catch up, right? It's just leaders and laggards. So I don't think there's anything to worry about whatsoever. Like I said, it'll be a big deal when we start weekly consolidation, but there's no telling of that happening anytime soon. We'd have to lose the low of last week at 57 cents. So I don't think that's the most likely scenario this week. I would say that it's more than likely possible that we see another higher high or a weekly inside bar into next week in a tightening range, and then we'll just reevaluate from there. But overall, no major red flags here whatsoever. As long as we maintain the daily uptrend, that's the most important thing. So 58 cents must hold. And then, like I said, as long as that holds and we don't confirm a daily downtrend, then we are going to be looking at that $4 as the daily bull flag target. Like I said, I know a lot of people are freaking out as the rally over today. I don't think so. I think it's just a healthy pullback. When you've gone up 136%, you need to expect maybe even 30% pullback, right? If we were to pull back from the high of the day today to support, that's 30%, right? So again, this is all just experience that you'll gain over time. When a stock's up 100%, 150% in a relatively short period of time, you need to expect a sizable pullback, and a lot of the times they are just healthy, and nothing goes in a straight line forever. But going in it there, like I said, I do think we should see a dollar very, very soon, a lot sooner than most people think. And then it's going to be the question of whether or not do they regain compliance. And then if we get some sort of rescheduling news, we know the Terrence Kroll is now the DEA head. We have a permanent man in place. So we'll see if we can get rescheduling moving along. They want to make it a priority. They never said for or against, but I think we can read between the lines, right? Both political parties that were running for president, one wanted to legalize it recreationally, and the other one wanted to reschedule safer banking, states' rights, and wanted Florida to legalize it. So I think the writing's on the wall. The orders are coming from the top down, and I think it's going to get over the finish line. And then after crypto legislation here in the couple months that are ahead, I think we're going to see them pivot over to MJ policy. There's been a lot of talk as well about AI and blockchain crypto and executive orders pertaining to those. But again, once those are out of the way, then I think it's going to be cannabis in the spotlight. All right, it's Rod with Power Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll see you on the next video.